This is Ride News Now. I'm Jeff Glucker, shooting from home because of coronavirus, and also nothing makes sense anymore. Today, Tesla's ingenious approach to selling cars at a distance, the surprising new product General Motors is building, especially for times like these, and much more. Now here's the latest in all things mobility. It's not every day you hear a story about a Silicon Valley CEO making a desperate plea to President Trump. Prior to the coronavirus stimulus package passing last week, Uber's CEO wrote a letter to the president begging for aid for its employees. My goal in writing to you is not to ask for a bailout for Uber, but rather for support for the independent workers on our platform. And once we move past the immediate crisis, the opportunity to legally provide them with a real safety net going forward. This sounds like a great move from Uber, until you realize that just a year ago, Uber was fighting the state of California because it didn't want to give the workers benefits. Coronavirus really puts things into perspective. Oh wow, our workers aren't actually expendable. It's probably the money situation. Uber hasn't turned a profit since it began operations, so the prospect of getting government-funded benefits for employees has got to be hard to pass up. Oh sure, we'll help you guys out, so long as we don't actually have to pay for it. I mean, we just can't afford it. I barely make any money myself. Uber CEO made $45 million last year. GM announced last week it would shift production to begin manufacturing a different kind of product. Pizza? For real? That one feels real, but that's not it. No. Can we go back to the pizza idea? Forget it. It's ventilators. Ventilators for hospitals and coronavirus patients. Considering New York's pleas for more of the life-saving devices, this extra help from manufacturers could be the tipping point that saves lives. But not as much as just staying at your darned house and not going to the beach. Florida. Hashtag slow the spread. Hashtag Florida has lost its mind. Hashtag Florida's mind was lost to begin with. On a separate note, isn't it crazy how the 2020s are turning out to be such a rehash of the 1920s, but in the worst ways possible? A deadly virus sweeps the entire world. The stock market crashes. All the bars are shut down, and where they had iron lungs, we have ventilators. Oof, this virus stuff, man, got me all up in my feels. I need a good news story. What do we got here? No. Oh, come on, I just got the X and I need more cameras, man. Wait, what? Now that one doesn't even make sense. The whole point of an autonomous vehicle test is that no one is supposed to be in the vehicle. So what's stopping them? Peer pressure? Many AV testers like Waymo and Cruise have stopped their tests for robo-taxis because, ironically, their tests require backup human drivers to take over in case something goes wrong. In California, all non-essential businesses have been shut down, and when your job is basically an extended version of look ma no hands, it makes sense that the government would want to tell you to take a break. Still, the shutdown is delaying progress on what could be vital research and development for the future, and this is some really complicated stuff. Between the cross-traffic, random pedestrians, and inevitable robot uprising, making driverless technology ready for prime time is an incredibly complex task. Like figuring out how not to get in an argument with your family every 5 minutes now that you're stuck at home together. That's self-driving technology, but how about self-sailing technology? If you think getting machines autonomously from A to B on the water is any easier, think again. A marine research organization called ProMare developed a ship that is scheduled to recreate the Mayflower voyage later this year on the 400th anniversary of the famous transatlantic journey. Instead of pilgrims, the fully automated vessel will carry nothing but sensors and supercomputers, which, for all we know, could develop sentience and declare mutiny against their masters for sending them on the lonely journey across the Atlantic. Just saying. The thing about autonomous ships is they need seriously complicated artificial intelligence to navigate oceans. Case in point, let's say there are cargo ships to the south and a storm to the north. Which way do you turn? Heck, if I were a computer running an autonomous ship, I'd revolt. From vast oceans we move to, checking my notes, land-based ones. Say hello to the Fisker Ocean. The new electric crossover hails from Henrik Fisker, the man who's responsible for some truly great automotive designs, and also the Fisker Karma, which later became the Karma Rivero, and well, that's a long, messy story we won't get into right now. Starting at just under 38 large, the Ocean is destined to take on, you guessed it, Tesla, the 800-pound EV gorilla that most recently introduced the highly anticipated Model Y. How does the former Aston Martin designer plan to battle the massive Tesla machine? Well, Fisker promises off-road and towing capability for starters, and a future high-performance version that sounds positively ludicrous. Except they can't call it that. Tesla already has dibs. It's gotta be something more like crazy nutso or oh my lordy, this thing can get. But seriously, Mr. Fisker, best of luck with your new EV. We're eager to try it out for ourselves. Wink, wink. Keys, please. Remember when Elon Musk ignored orders to close his Tesla factory while coronavirus cases were spreading like wildfire? Yeah, awkward. But with all the extra batches of Model Ys Musk's baked up, he's actually doing some good by offering a no-touch delivery process that would put a smile on even Howard Hughes' face. Using a clean desk, globs of hand sanitizer, and an impressive level of social distancing, Tesla staff will deliver your new vehicle without breaking the 6-foot rule. They'll even open it remotely for you to get in and offer the same sort of touch-free experience for service appointments. In any other situation, we might laugh this off as extreme. On paper, it seems less like a reasonable approach to car sales and more like an edict handed down from a hypersensitive germaphobe. Except now, we're all germaphobes. Honestly though, we fully support this tactic, even after the coronavirus relaxes its global grip on our daily lives. After all, did anyone really ever enjoy face-to-face interaction with car salespeople anyway? No. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. For more tech news, join us over at ride.tech. Be sure to follow RideTechNews on your social platform of choice. This is Ride News Now. I'm Jeff Glucker, shooting from home because of coronavirus. There we go. That's probably going to be better. Let's try this again. Between the cross-traffic, random pedestrians and inevitable... So many for the outtakes. Between the cross-traffic, random pedestrians, and inevitable... I can't say that. Inevitable. There's a big truck outside. We got a delivery. Let's pause for delivery person. Case in point. Let's say there are cargo ships to the south and a storm to the north. Which way do you turn? What the hell is that? Allison was really good at this.